what came up in our PogBox. Now, let me tell you a few things that's going on here. We got a copy of Defrag. Love that. So we have Defrag. We can maybe make it say plus. We can make Bullseye say plus. We can make Zap say plus. And then we have literally some damage. We're going against the Slime Boss, which I like. We got an Echo Form that probably gets yeeted most of the time, except when we get like Boot Sequence Echo Form on turn 1. Well, we always get Boot Sequence, but Echo Form with Boot Sequence. Now, in addition, we have a copy of Hologram, Free Range Organic, really nice, and then Skim. So we're looking at, you know, like, Defect Infinites requires Skim a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. It is acrobatics, but better. Straight up draw 3 or 4 cards instead of draw and discard. So we'll see what we can make happen. Now, I'm not feeling terribly confident for elites, but I know that this deck needs a lot of upgrades. So we might end up going this way. Feeling great against Lagavulin because we can always get Echo Form into play with a couple copies of Zap and Defrag already. Like if we were to go into a Lagavulin fight, I'd probably feel pretty confident about that already. But it is going to take some setup for us to get there. Cool. Taking 8, even with that. Please, no more slimed cards. Very nice. Now, Streamline, Beam Cell, and another copy of Leap. This is a good candidate for skip. Could take a Beam Cell with our Skim. I would go with exactly Bullseye right now. And might help us through some of these floor fights. Definitely not what we want to be doing with a copy of Defrag in here, though. I think we skip for now. We'll look for something a little bit better. Chance to trade away a bunch of HP for a Relic. Ooh. 5 HP for a Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. This went from 3 card reward screens to 6. That's kind of insane. This will allow us to choose our own adventure. 7 minutes left on the bet. I mean, at this point, I think I know what I would personally be betting, but you do you. That was pretty good. You know what? Don't show me hologram again. You vote for the odds? The odds on red team right now, truly insane. Truly insane. 1 to 96 odds on team red. 1 to 96.45. Can I put 10 points on red, please? A copy of Darkness here, aka Darkness. I like Darkness a lot. It does need to say plus, but we have Skim in here already. I like it a lot. Ooh. Your odds are being ruined? It's only 1 to 7 odds now? Can I put 100 Dane bucks on red, please? Basically not having any odds. I see. Strength Potion is here. Equilibrium says block on it. I like that quite a lot. Cool-Headed is both draw to go with our Dorkness and block with Defrag. So let's take an Equilibrium. Let's also take a Cool-Headed. None can stop me from putting out the torches. What? I feel like this guy's getting away. He's not getting away. Ball Lightning. Now that's the card. Mimir Strike and Cold Snap. Yeah. Give me orb-based things. All of the orb-based things, please. Little copy of Defrag Plus. You gotta love the Dorkness on turn 1. Now, Knob is certainly a problem for us. For me. We have, like, no block for next turn. Yikes. I have Bullseye and Dual Cast, though. Got him. Do Voo Doll for +1 strength. No, thank you. We continue on. Alright, additional upgrades. Dorkness needs to say plus, almost for sure. Give me a data disk. Just a smelly old coin. Who inverted the relic list? We're getting all rares to start the run. That's not right. So we're trying to path this way. A lot of good upgrades. The weird thing about, like, we want our draw cards to say plus, so we can cycle back around to Darkness and other orb generating cards. But we're a little behind on damage to make that happen. So we could do Barrage at this point for a nice little targeted damage source. That's pretty good. We're filling up the orb slots quickly. We could also do Zap. It's not amazing, but it is just a free card play as we draw into it. Not only is it a free card play, but probably evokes something. Dual Cast also very good because we have so many orbs. 2 Frosties, Dark Orb. Dual Cast. Transform a card. What is our worst card right now? Zap? Is Zap our worst card? Probably. No, it can't be Hologram. No way. Hologram scales too well into the late game. Yeah, it's kind of like a... Oh, yeah, so we did see a copy of Fusion. You're right. Fusion with Dual Cast and Skim could have been essentially an infinite, yeah. Zap is definitely orbs. think we need Barrage for Act 2, though, because we need targeted damage for some of those elites if we're going to take them on. Can't just be reliant on Zap and, like, a Dark Orb. Is it a pass on Transform? I don't know. It's tough to pass on a Transform, because, like, Zap is not particularly good going into the later portions of the game. It tends to be a remove, unless we can upgrade it. But the thing is we probably can't afford to upgrade it, so it's probably better to transform Zap? Try the leave button. We'll see how that works out for us. It was probably... Oh my god. It was probably transform on Zap or pass. So I chose pass. See how it goes. This doesn't matter. We're going to go for skim into dual cast. We just win. Don't need it. Nice. Skill potion. There's Blizzard, which I love. There's the fusion for the infinite potentials. Okay. We'll take it. We've got Lagavulin here. We need to find our Echo form as soon as possible. And also get that cooking. Now we've added cards. True. It's usually a big downside. The double fusion. I don't think so. We want to get, like, Cold Snap, Cool-Headed. That way we get some organic block. And we're just waiting for this to say enough. Greater than 115. Or do we? Because we need to move orbs here. Yeah, I think I'd rather do this. And we have better odds of not taking 20 this turn. I don't think we're at risk of losing here. We win! Alright, get some Nunchaku, Power Potion. Chaos is here, Self-Repair is also here. It depends on how much we want to lean into potentially going infinite. We have really good odds of getting there with Prayer Wheel, so we would need multiple copies of Skim. We remove cards, and then we play Fusion and Dual Cast and some kind of damage card in there, and we're energy positive. I don't think we need any of this to beat the Slime Boss, so for that reason, I do think we skip there. Oh... 3 upgrades and we're there. So you're thinking Skim, Cool-Headed, something else? I mean, we gotta take Clockwork. That is a given. Gotta take a card remove. So now we remove on Zap. So I guess that was a good transform. Now, did we do anything else? Fusion plus, dual cast, skim plus, cool headed is 3 energy and generates 4. Right, so the tricky part is you have to equilibrium. Well, no you don't. So the tricky part is, like, you need to have the hand space to do all that. Potion belt is always nice. Yeah, potion belt's probably good. But the thing is like, if we're trying to go infinite, then we need money for card removes and maybe the abacus or medical kit. So, although potion belt is great and probably gets use if we are trying to go infinite with this deck, then probably incorrect. For that reason, I will skip. All right. Too many things that need to say plus here. So fusion scales into the next deck. Skim is really important, like we were just talking about. So let's do skim first, since we're going against Slime Boss. This is so awkward because I want to play it, but we need Echo Form, almost certainly. Let's just not draw Echo Form. I think that's it. I think that's the whole turn. So, I mean, obviously the orbs are good. I'd like to have the dork orb in front. Oh my god, we're on Ascension 18. I totally forgot to reduce that to talk about elites. No. I was like, why were those only 3 slimes? No, dude, no. Well, that was a mistake. Is the bet annulled here? No, I mean, the Ascension 18 that is free information for everybody. It's definitely not a loss. So if you weren't here, before the run, we were talking about the Act 4 elites, and I changed it to Ascension 18 to be like, at Ascension 18, the Act 4 elites get significantly more challenging, blah, blah, blah. And I forgot to put it back to 20. No! $19? 19 is bosses have more challenging movesets and abilities, which is why I thought of it, because the slime boss only put 3 slimes into our deck. It's 5 on Ascension 19 and above. So stupid. Oh my god. It's just... Good stuff. Good stuff. I think the bet stays. It's a free range organic bet. It is admittedly easier, but if the deck goes infinite, then it was going to win anyway. Or it'll just die in Act 2. Yeah, 20 is 2 Act 3 bosses. Yep. I believe that... Well, we could... I think... Wait, no, I think we did... Got to move that away from the seed. I think we determined that the seed does stay with Filter the Spire, I think. So that could potentially work. Or, alternatively, we could pretend like we never saw it, and no one will ever know. Very, very sneaky. So this is almost enough. Got him. Or Surge to go with our Clockwork Souvenir. Probably not. It's nice. It's generally nice, and it goes away, but we're going to skip it for now. Snecko is here to make things interesting, that's for sure. Take a Sozu to go to 4 energy. So to me, we might actually just take Sozu here. It's because we need this 4th energy so badly. Let's try that out. We'll be snappy about it because of the Ascension 18 thing. All right, early shop is good. I actually like 2 shops if we can find them. Shops for us are equivalent to card removes and potentially finding shop relics that make the infinite so much more fun and interesting. Gads. No Slay the Relics. Yeah, apparently Slay the Relics is broken for absolutely everybody. So in this instance, I am not alone in that being broken. Work. Aha! Dual Cast Plus. Excellent upgrade. I think that was almost certainly correct for us. Kinetic is here and kind of cute. I think we skip it, though. Beam Cell Plus, man. Alright, we'll keep skipping. A hand drill. Not what we're looking for. Panache could be our damage solution. That could be how we go infinite and actually kill things. It costs us $290 to get both Panache and the card remove, meaning we might go this way. So upgrades. If the goal is infinite, then the Act 2 elites tend to be a stopping point because 2 out of the 3 add wounds into your discard pile, and that's a problem. So if we take Panache as a damage solution, and that's good. We can just add Claw, but we have to keep drawing Claw, so we're 1 more card remove away from being infinite. The downside with Panache is that we have to pay for it here. And we need to find a way to block as well. It's kind of fun. Okay, what's our removal? Let me think about that. What is our removal? We could get rid of Bullseye at this point. think. Dual cast Claw Skim Hollow Plus. It's true. It's true. I mean, we should for sure take a card remove since that's what we need here. Let's get rid of Bullseye. Say goodbye. I think Panache was just kind of a fun solution. Maybe not the best solution, but it was definitely a fun solution. I tend to try to find the fun. It's a problem. Okay, so this is 48. Cool. All right. Double energy capacitor. No, there's the claw. Okay. All right, man. We'll go in with the claw. We found it immediately. So here we know our infinite is completely ruined. There's no way for it to work. This fight in general is not good for us. Oh wait, no. We blocked the hex. I totally forgot about that. Okay, well maybe it does work. Ah! So currently taking too much damage. I guess I'm supposed to pull back dual cast there for the front orb instead of drawing one. It looked like it kind of worked out, but it was unnecessarily risky. Yeah, we need upgrades. We're pathing for upgrades right now. We will definitely get them. Buffair is here, Turbo's here, but we don't need it for energy. Snake plant action, I guess. Try not to take damage, I guess. Ah! Bottom deck the Echo Form. Extremely rude. So now we don't get Echo Form into play, but we're not frail. Not going to be infinite with 16 cards in the deck, so we do need removal still. So 16, we have minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're minus 4 cards once our powers and things that exhaust get into play, so 12. So we play a couple things and then Skim draws 4. So technically we can manage our hand that way, and it does work out. Let's not do that. Hollow exhaust, but we'll be upgrading hologram. Almost for sure, so we can block during the infinite. Seek! Seek is amazing. Seek is just always worth adding. Okay, upgrading cards. I think upgrading Seek now or the Cool-Headed is very good. And the Fusion. We need like 3 upgrades. So these 3 campfires basically have to be upgrades. So if these 3 need to be upgrades, then our best probability of not taking damage is maybe Seek first, because we have to go through at least 1 more combat before this elite. And then Seek is also great for that elite because we have boot sequence. So let's do Seek first, just so we can get through this other stuff. We're almost to the infinite. Secret shop? We can mirror the skim. I mean, that... Wait, do we need... Okay, do we need to do that? Because it's really expensive and we're going to another shop. We're not going to another shop. No, we are. It's up here. So we're removing a card. Let me think about this first. Moving... Is barrage at this point? Okay, I think just that is good. Mirror is probably correct if we weren't going for an infinite, but with Rare Wheel, you could just find an organic free-range skim. Burbs. Honestly, an abysmal opening hand. This is most of our block. We have nothing to do here. Oh my goodness. So we're taking a lot of damage here. This might be one of the worst things we could have found. And to seek out the Echo Form so we don't have to draw it. We're just never getting it in play here. Okay, so we have 4 cards in the draw pile. Let's take a look. So we can immediately draw them. We can also just play boot sequence because we don't need it. And now you can see how close we are to our infinite. The fusion here, but we can't dual cast it quite yet because I played darkness. Whoopsie dipsy. However, we can darkness dual cast, which kills the backbird. We can also not play darkness and do claw dual cast, fusion. No. We're so close, but it doesn't work without fusion in play. We can always draw skim here. Aren't we just infinite? What's the infinite? I don't think so. We need fusion to say plus. Or dual cast. It's close. Yeah, dual cast draws, or cool-headed draws skim, but fusion doesn't say plus, so we can't get fusion down. So we would have to dual cast. Dual cast. Cool-headed. Hope that we draw fusion, because then we could fusion dual cast. It's like a 1 and 2. And then if we draw skim instead, then we don't play it. We drew it? Oh, but we get the Frost Orb. I totally forgot about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Okay, we were close. We are close. Okay, so we can do this. Get the plasma. And now because Cool-Headed doesn't say plus, we can't draw Skim again. Okay, we're really close. So Equilibrium essentially gets us there. And I'm just going to spam some cards here because it doesn't really matter. It's a fun little infinite to try to figure out, though. That's for sure. Where he goes to... Oops. Oh. Nice. All right, that was, that was a little bit scary, but we got out of there. A white beast statue. Let's go ahead and take our sapphire key since we have this Sozu. And a book. Book does not help us. No, no book. All right, upgrade time. So we saw that we need the Cool-Headed to go infinite. We need Hollow Plus, but Hollow Plus breaks the hand size problem. So maybe it's Fusion. You could do Fusion first and figure it out from there. Apps? No, we don't take apps. Adding 3 cards at this point might be the worst thing that we could do for this deck. Oh my god. Cool. So now, hologram back Skim. So we have some stuff in the way. Defrag is in the way, so now we can always draw those 4. So we have energy, positivity. Because we have Fusion, Dual Cast. However, we need to... See, Cool-Headed needs to say plus. Because we need to Cool-Headed here, but then the Fusion Orb isn't in front. The Plasma Orb. Okay, let's just see if we can make this work. Because we can also just Echo Form Leap here and do like a heavy Prey for next turn. No, we don't need Echo Form. We draw those. Cool-Headed has to draw Skim. It allows us to dual cast this Plasma. And Claw. We're always playing Fusion. Skim. Thank you, Nunchaku. We dual cast this. Oh, I ruined it. No, we were supposed to Cool-Headed first. Give me Skim. Okay. My bad. My bad. So now we want 3 in the discard pile because we have to draw this claw. A little bit of this. So Cool-Headed has to draw Skim. Okay. I think we got it. It's just up to me to not ruin it. It took me a second. I couldn't quite visualize it. Oh god, I ruined it again because I didn't Cool-Headed. I ruined it. Give me Skim. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. All right. Double claw to get things started. Already says 20 on it. I don't even think we can get to our infinite because we have to draw 5 here. We have to draw 6. We'd have to double Skim to start things off. Okay, so it is 4 in the discard pile. 1, 2, 3. And then that's actually good enough, right? Because then we do Skim. Cool-Headed, draw Skim. This. Don't forget Cool-Headed. Okay. I think I've finally figured it out in my brain. I think I finally got it. 28. Yes, Dreamcatcher. Thanks. We skipped that stuff. Next shop is Orange Pellets. This is the Clockwork Souvenir Orange Pellets meme dream for the Defect. But we also have Warpaint here. Warpaint would upgrade probably stuff we don't care about at this point. We'd rather have a targeted upgrade like Cool-Headed. So we want a card remove instead. Once Tom. Recycle. Ooh, recycle though. So recycle because we saw... Didn't we see Medical Kit in this run? Or was that last run? So that's for like Heart Fight and beyond. We can do both recycle and a card remove. I think we want recycle. It is definitely another card that needs to say plus on it. I'm gonna keep cards that say block on them, and I think Dorkness is fine. Keep upgrading. So Cool-Headed. Now we can... I think we can go infinite on turn 1 here. Do we care about Echo Form? Do we like Echo Form pass here? Or, I mean, I think we don't, because we don't need it. We just kind of keep going here. Just keep drawing. Do this. Okay, get rid of cards. We'll see what we draw. It's going to be a mystery draw for next turn. You are stealing probably things we need. But we might also be infinite here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. We'll see if we can be ethical gamers. The infinity scale is coming. We are almost there. We're gonna play the cards a little faster, you know what I mean? Feeling it, I'm feeling it. Law says 26 on it. Yeah, we can get a leap in, or we can, you know, in this instance, we can claw. So yeah, we can mix in a block card. We can also mix in something like Cold Snap or a Frosty. So we could do multiple Frost Orbs, that kind of thing. I mean, we're super energy positive. We're energy positive, we're mood positive. Ethical gaming, save the orbs. We've done it. Seek number 2. That is unnecessary. Now, we could do multicast on the Fusion, but dual cast is enough. And it's adding a card. I think we skip. Runic Doom. Busted Crown. Sacred Oh My Dog. You can Seek for Seek Plus. True. Yeah. We could have added Seek, but we're keeping the deck small. I think it's Crown here, because I don't want to play with Runic Dome, and we have Sozu. So let's take a Crown. I think the deck already, you know, in theory, it doesn't, you know, necessarily win, but it is infinite. We got options. We can go Elite Hunting if we want to. We have an early shop that I think I'm going to avoid, because we can't buy the Abacus or medical kit, and we're due. We can't do anything at this shop anyway. Okay, argument for Seek. We haven't drawn Seek on turn 1 in far too long. So why add Seek? Okay, we're hanging on to Seek for next turn. We could do a Dork Orb, I guess. Okay, so now we need to somehow go energy positive. Which we could never do. So let's get rid of this burn. We're already full blocking. Yeah. Oh, God. The one thing that defeats us, status cards. Okay. Chill says plus on it. There's a ball lightning there too. Hey, we just seek on turn 1. Cool. The whole new game. So we're playing Fusion, Echo Form. And I guess we could just play Defrag so we don't have to draw it next turn. 41, my dude. Okay, so we play... No, this doesn't matter. You can just draw 3 here. Draw 3. Block, cool-headed. And it begins. Oof. For some reason, this infinite it's challenging me. Like I don't know. I think about the cool-headed and skim draw 2 versus draw 4 thing. It's kind of throwing me for a loop, and I don't know why. Cool. We'll turn 2 infinite because we got Echo Form in play. Focus Pot, Bullseye, Melter. No, no, no. Triple Jawworms. Ouch. Involves, yeah, and it involves the orb rotation with the fusion. Can I get an organic skim, please? We do this because then we have Seek to pull those 2 cards out. Okay, now here we need to draw 2. We actually defrag first for hand space. Yeah, see, like it's just a little bit weird for me. Okay, what am I missing here? The dual casts, if we wanted it. Need to do... Sorry, I can't, like, keep talking and do this at the same time. I'm trying. But it's throwing me for a loop, man. It's not the easiest infinite I've ever done. It's just like the setup of it on turn, like that turn 2 is strange for some reason. The transient. Oh my god. Okay, transient. We... Oh god. We can do this. Get a little bit of early pain. But yes, we can stack Claw to infinity and beyond. And we're essentially there, right? So we have Skim in hand, so we do this is the infinite fusion, dual cast, Claw, Skim. Claw, cool-headed. Yes, we are there. Okay. Whew. So yeah, the Seek that I passed on, if I had taken it, the real question is, like, if I had taken it, do we get infinite on turn 1? Because that's maybe where this deck is lacking. We would need bottled Seek somewhere along the way. Seek, draw, Skim, hollow. We get pretty close, don't we? Yeah, we can recycle the Echo Form for more energy. We get close. We get really close. Our boss, the bird with arms. Okay. And try to be ethical gamers and save the burbs. There's like I think there was a post on the Slay the Spire subreddit today or yesterday. It was somebody was like, I was 100 or 200 some hours into the game before I realized that if you kill the awakened one, the birds run away like another enemy. I'm like, dude, I'm out here saving the birds like it's my job. You save the birds every night. I didn't say anything. I love how there's a lot of subtle stuff in the game like that, though. I really love it. It's really well done, because that does not matter. The fact that the birds run away is... It does not matter. But, the fact that it's there is so cool. Second claw? Okay, this is it. Here we get to test the infinite on turn 1. So we have Seek in hand. Let me get rid of this so I don't have to see it. With Seek in hand, we seek out Skim plus Hologram. Draw 4. We get back the thing that says draw 4. And then we have to pull into Cool-Headed. I still don't think we get there, do we? I don't see how we get there. We'd have to get lucky with the Skim draw. Let me think about this. So if we defrag, we draw 4, and then we would have to get Cool-Headed. Cool-Headed draws 2, which would be always Skim plus... Okay. Plus the card that's remaining in the draw pile. So in order for this to work, we have to play a power card. Or something that goes away. But then we're down to 3 energy. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Then we've used all our energy and we can't play Fusion. So that doesn't actually work. And this is our next turn. So if we were to Echo Form here, we could draw 4. Well, we have Recycle for Echo Form. No, we have Recycle for Echo Form. But we would still have to high roll the Skim draw. No, it's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. So we can see what happens, because you're right. We can play Equilibrium at the end, and nothing will be lost. So we can go for the high roll here. We Skim, draw 4, and here's where we're drawing either Recycle or Skim. If we draw Skim, I believe we go Infinite. Okay, we drew Skim. Excellent. So now we need to get energy. The setup is driving me insane. Now we need to get energy. So... Fusion? Draw 3 right now. Draw 2. We don't have hand space. Okay. So there's this. And then we have to defrag Skim. Draw 4. Fusion. That's it? We're there? Aren't we there? We are there. Whew. Wow. That was interesting. Just to get it started. So turn 1 Infinite, but we did have to high roll the Skim draw. So that means we're like in an ideal scenario, we're probably 1 card remove away from a more likely Infinite on turn 1 outside of strictly high rolls. Or 1 more Seek plus. No, definitely not. Definitely not 1 Seek away. Done it. Ethical gaming. Everything saved. Letter opener for some nice passive damage. Thank you very much. Now, do we dare take an upgrade? Because we could upgrade Hologram. It's 1 more card, but it can pull back Skim. And I think that gets us more... Gets us closer to our Infinite on turn 1, etc. Or we take the Recycle upgrade. For later. So we're going into Nemesis and Giant Head. And if that's the case, if we get Nemesis and we get Burns, I think that makes Recycle better. Now, Giant Head, I'll go ahead and say it. That's a good fight for us. So now we begin our fusion nonsense. Wait. I'm gonna do that because we don't need equilibrium anymore. So now we do fusion, dual cast, claw, skim, and we're back. There we go. Whew. Cool little combo. That's 74 damage claw already. Queuing up the cards. We've learned the way of this infinite. Very nice. Ma Bank coming in a little bit late, I'll be honest. There's skim number 2. That is awfully tempting. Does skim number 2 help? And we can upgrade it. Skim is better than cool-headed? Yes and no, because cool-headed gives us a frost orb with defrag, and that's currently our beat of death solution. And I have not figured out if it's enough yet. Yeah, exactly. So with Recycle Plus, we can add it, and it won't... I don't think it can ever be bad. So do we take 2 more elites with a chest, or do we take a shop? Same number of upgrades. I believe we take the elites. I don't really know what relics do for us at this point, but maybe we find something amazing. Like even, you know, a humble data disk. And I would feel a lot better. Let's go ahead and recall early. So we can say Triforce complete. Reptomancer. Wow, and we bricked on turn 1. That is rough. So, Bag of Preparation, of course, would be amazing. Well, the good news is we get Echo Form in play. So, if and when, hopefully, we draw these skims, we can potentially get rid of wounds with Recycle and maybe get back to our infinite. Just possible. I believe we double Seek here. We draw 4 versus 6. No, that can't be right. I think it's this. Okay, cool. So we have Skim in hand, we have Cool-Headed in hand. So we want to start the recycling. It says 100. One of my least favorite things about Slay the Spire is how close the end turn button is to your 9th and 10th card. It's like, it's just, like, look at, you hover over it. That I don't like. I feel like end turn should be somewhere else. It does a really good job of snapping to the card. Anyway. Trying to figure out if there's any world where we don't go infinite this turn. I think we always go infinite. which makes this correct. Use 9 and 0? Probably the smart way to do it. So of course we need to dump hand space here. I believe I'm just gonna hologram back recycle. That'll allow me to draw essentially everything with this cool-headed in hand. We draw 2, which is exactly recycle and skim plus right now. So good. Good. Cast. Our fusion down. And then we're there. And letter opener doing extreme work, just in case we were ever worried. Letter opener has our back. So yeah, second skim's fine. I think it fits. Oh, you're right. It won't let us be ethical. We always kill birds now. Could save pen nib. No, it doesn't matter. All right, we got a little turn 2 action. We get a blood vial for some passive healing. Great, I guess. Manwid wants to take our copy of Claw. No? $94 gold? I mean, I think 94 gold is fine. For a random relic, we have Maw Bank as well to get a lot of it back. Yeah, let's do this. Get a Smiling Mask for cheaper card removes. A little late, but that's fine. Okay. Man, whew. How much were card removes right now? I believe they were at 150 or 175. Excuse me, 175. Irk. I guess we needed that copy of Equilibrium. Well, the good news is we shuffled here, so we should be able to go infinite somewhat easily. Okay, so we are back. Yes, we're going to trust that letter opener will take care of most of this action so we don't have to deal with the spiker guy. Oh, wait, we definitely have enough block. Never mind. A little pen nib action out of that. Doom and Gloom, no. Darkness Plus, no. It is the Nemesis. Kind of hoping for the giant head personally, but is what it is. Five burns in there. Ugh. That's rough. So we have to hologram back Skim Plus for sure. Okay, good. And this is exactly why we prioritized the recycle upgrade earlier, so we can keep doing it for free. I don't know if we have enough card draw in here to actually get through all of this. We can draw 6 cards, and we have Seek to draw 2. Oh, man. Okay. So we're in a little bit of a tight spot. We don't have any other cards that go away. We really need right now. Okay, I guess we're going for the high roll. That's not the high roll. Well, that's not good. Ouch. Jerk. Okay, recycle a burn. Always start there. And now we have to hope we draw our card draw. We did. All right, we're in a better place. And I think we're officially saved. Okay, we got like one bad turn there, and then we're good to go. All right. Draw the 2, let the claw carry. I think we're at the point where we can just play claw twice. Yeah. Not worry about all that other stuff. Cool. Get the courier with our smiling mask. We will skip on the copy of Chaos. And going into the bird with arms, do we want to take an upgrade? And if we did, what would it be? I think the skim is totally fine, but maybe we save ourselves from a bad turn against, say, Time Eater, potentially. And just take the 21 HP. Oh. Oh, Time Eater. We never fight Time Eater. We never fight Time Eater. Oh, right. Right. Forgot about that. Interesting. Huh. Well, that's fun. Cycle. So we actually need equilibrium for this fight so we can go infinite on the second phase and try to save it. Or that dorkness instead. Well, I mean, I don't know if we need it for turn 2, but it is a nice to have. We talked about this the other day, but I mentioned how it's weird that the Defect has only one rare relic. And I have this theory that initially they were going to do more with the physical Defect deck archetype, and it never came to fruition for some reason. I have no idea why, but it would explain why the Silent has a lot of, I don't know, strange rare relics, like has both the Specimen and what am I trying to think of? Like the Specimen, Tough Bandages, and Tingsha are all in that pool, but it's like different deck archetypes. Whereas the physical Defect, I don't know, maybe it got forgotten. I really don't know. But it's such a fun way to play the Defect that it's too bad that, like, Claw ends up being a meme. Probably not, because there's no rare relic to go with it, but it would be fun. Like, the discard deck was totally a meme before. It rarely worked. You know, you needed the reflex to say plus, and even then it didn't draw 3 cards like it does now. I would not have rested there if I had remembered that we weren't fighting 2 bosses. But it's interesting to think about what a Defect rare relic would have to say for it to be good. Like, would it have to be a Wristblade equivalent, so your 0-cost attacks do more damage? Maybe then Claw comes alive? I don't know. Maybe. Missed the explanation of why we're on Ascension 18. Yeah, it's a good explanation. In between runs, we were talking about the Act 4 elites, and I was talking about the differences of Ascension 18 and above on the Act 4 elites. So I changed the dial to Ascension 18 to show off that that's when the elites get more difficult. And in between that explanation and when we started the run, I didn't set it back to Ascension 20. So that's why. Maybe not the best explanation of why, but that is why. Oh, baby. That's really good. That's really, really good. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. Medical kit and bag of preparation. Yeah. Yep, those are the ones right there. And then if we're going to do that, I think Defect is good. We keep it because maybe we need our Frost Orbs to actually block, which means that Cold Snap goes. Does nothing. This card at least says block on it. Cold Snap is just awkward and gets in the way. Or Dorkness? Dorkness, similar. Oh. you're right. Darkness plus. At least a Frost Orb does something. Look at the bag of preparation. Ah. So good. Okay. It's just these initial few things that breaks my brain a little bit. Get rid of this. Refund? No, the betting was enabled when the game said Ascension 18. That's the only way that I can keep that fair. But it was not deliberate. That is what I'll say. Let's get this back. A little bit of this. Work our way towards our infinite. Slowly but surely. Let's get rid of one more thing here. And then this always pulls our skim. Okay, that's about right. So we want to do this, this. We draw 4, and we're there. Cool. Saves brain capacity. Now that's the kind of infinite that I'm looking for. If it saves clicks and saves brain, I'm in. Look at the, I mean, look at the block. The block is not too bad. Probably enough to deal with Beat of Death at this level. Okay, cool. Let's get the party started. It's looking like we might actually brick on turn 1 here. Maybe not. See what's in the power pot first. Biased Pognition. That helps our block a little bit. Okay, so we can hollow back Skim. Yes. I'm going to recycle Echo. We do not start playing Claw yet. That's important. We want to be infinite first before we start doing that. Let's get rid of one more card here. Ink Bottle is such a traitor. Okay. Anything else to get rid of here? We can get rid of Cold Snap. We do want to play Equilibrium at the very end, of course. Now this, we're back in a familiar spot. This is the infinite we've been doing the entire time. Thanks. Thanks, Ink Bottle. Don't think we need to play the skill potion at all. Not sure what we would even be looking for at this point. It adds a card to our rotation, so unless that card exhausted, then I don't really know what it would be doing. You could just free the skill potion fairy. More ethical gaming. That we can do. Ink bottle is just making things more complicated. We've done it. Let's fill our hand up. We have Skim Plus, we have Cool Headed. We're getting 5 cards into the draw pile. Currently drawing 1, 2. I don't believe there's anything we can do differently, though, to set up. We have Skim, we have Hologram. Got energy to go. Yeah, the cap, yeah, so it's when bosses get more challenging movesets and abilities. So Ascension 19 is kind of, in my opinion, Ascension 20 isn't that much different than Ascension 19. I think 19 is when the game gets really unfair. It's when Beat of Death goes to 2, the damage cap goes to 200. Those things. I don't know if we care about damage cap or trying to perfect the heart here. We should at least try. We're on Ascension 18. And we're back. The trader bottle. Sorry, we just got a free claw play. That's all. I think we put a Frost Orb in front. Like, we stay here. For next turn, and then we can dual cast that and keep going. We have energy for days. We just win on this cycle. Feeling pretty good about where we're at. We got one more claw to play. Nice. So the question is, the real question is, does that deck beat Ascension 20? That's the question. And I think the answer is unequivocally yes. I think that we went infinite on Ascension 20 and did the exact same thing. So I feel okay about the prop bet. I feel good about the run. We'll free the skill fairy. We don't need skill where we're going. Replay the seed? Why is my Spire... My Spire's having like a bit of a moment. It's like a little twingy. I don't know what's doing. Yeah, I really think that we won. We went infinite on Ascension 20 anyway. Did the exact same thing, and we're just as successful. The only questionable fights would have been Slime Boss, because we would have gotten 5 slime cards into the discard pile instead of 3. We still took no damage there. Bronze Automaton would not have been different. We would have fought a second boss here. We went infinite against Donu Deka, no problem. And, you know, Time Eater was Time Eater, so maybe we had to do something different, but we're still scaling up Claw against Time Eater, and we rested before that. We took 3 damage to Awaken 1 because of a bad turn 1. The Act 4 Elites, we did turn 1, and then the Heart Fight, we took 0 damage. I mean, Beat of Death would have been more, but we got a Bias Cog from the Power Potion. And all in all, I mean, we were super, super, super strong there. Like, I have no doubt we would have beaten Ascension 20 all the same. The majority of these fights were 0 damage or low damage until turn 2. Like, if we ever had to go turn 2, like, Nemesis was maybe one of our worst fights in the entire game. But other than that, it was super clean. And otherwise, a really fun, although challenging, Infinite. I try to, like, keep commentary and my thought process vocal while I'm streaming, so I'm not just sitting here in silence playing the cards forehead, but that was a really tricky one for me to wrap my mind around. It was some combination of the need to do both Frost and Plasma Orbs and using 2-draw and 4-draw. I don't know. It just kind of broke my brain a little bit for a while. We got there in the end. I started to definitely see it in these last few combats. Maybe somewhere around here, like, I felt really comfortable with the Infinite, but it wasn't like play skim twice with Sundial kind of Infinite. It was a little bit more complicated than that to go energy positive. And then thanks to our Defrag Plus, we were probably block positive against the 820 Heart at Beat of Death 2. So yeah, I feel really good about that. It's a great run. In retrospect, was the Equilibrium over the first fusion more correct? Let's see where that was, and we can think about it. Did I miss it? I thought we saw fusion very early on. Oh, we have Prayer Wheel. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see the Prayer Wheel cards. Okay, so it probably came from Prayer Wheel. I think it was somewhere in here. So let me think about that, because we'd have to... The thing about fusion is we'd probably be wanting to look for that Infinite really early on. Can we see where we picked up Equilibrium? No, it won't tell us that. Okay. I don't know if it was more correct. I think I was playing the run that we had at the time. You know, what I think we don't really want to do is play hindsight here and be like, well, if I just chose this card at this moment, because that's, you don't know what's coming next. Like, I was definitely playing the run for what we had instead of living in more of like an ideal scenario. I think when we got Prayer Wheel, we could really choose our own adventure. So I don't remember if the fusion and Equilibrium was before. Oh, it had to be. I don't think it was here. Okay, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe with Prayer Wheel in mind, we could have taken the early fusion. I think fusion's tough, though, at this point in the game, because it so desperately needs to say plus. Like, the Defect already runs into upgrade problems in most runs. And that's where I struggle with fusion, is it needs to be upgraded. Just like Recycled really wants to be upgraded. All these cards, all those power cards you end up with really need to be upgraded. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, for sure.